Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I am Throne the Gnome, and we are playing Lord of the Rings Online. It is Friday, finally. Friday, September 19, 2025, and it's going on... Yep, it is. It's going on 8:45 right now, 8:45 p.m. I was supposed to be on at 7 p.m., but you know what? I don't get paid to do this, so I do it whenever I want. Alright, so we're playing Lord of the Rings Online. For anybody that doesn't know, this is an MMORPG for Lord of the Rings. It's been out for over 18 years. It's ran by Stone Games. You can head over to lotro.com. That's LOTRO.com. Create an account, download the game, and play for free up to level 95 right now for a short while. They're giving out a coupon that will get you a ton of free content to add to that so you can get to, I've heard, level 140 with that content. When you're in the game, go to the store and down in the coupon code area, put in all caps, no spaces, explore our world. Explore our world. No spaces, all caps. They'll get you a ton of content for free to add to the already extreme amount of free content you get in this game. The game is fantastic. I truly love this game. And I have finished the current expansion. There'll be a new one out at the end of the year, but I've finished the current expansion and I've gone back to the lower level zones to try to finish out some deeds. That's what we're doing here. So we are working on Swanfleet and Cardolan. So we're going to be going across Swanfleet and Cardolan looking for a quest that I have not done and deeds I have not done so that we can try to 100% this. Because if I pull this up over here, this is a deed tracker plugin. I love this plugin. It's my favorite plugin. You'll see that Breland's complete, Shire's complete, Eredluin's complete, Swanfleet and Cardolan is at 41% of deeds completed. So we're going to do that. Currently we are in Swanfleet. If we check our map, yep, Swanfleet. And in Swanfleet we got a couple of explorers. Well, one explorer. We've got Treasure of Swanfleet. Find 10 ancient treasure caches. That's going to be interesting to find. And we've done all the slayers here. So really it's just exploration and some discoveries. They were down to the hard parts is what it is. So we'll try to do that. We may end up using the more maps, as in we'll be using the more maps. So that's another plugin that I really like a lot. Let's go ahead and put Swanfleet in there. We'll click it right there. Okay, so here's our treasure caches. We're in Kleeger right now. Wonder, do we have any of the treasure caches so far? We'll bring up our deed. And we'll find Swanfleet and Cardolan. Treasures of Swanfleet. We got 4 of them already. And as you can tell on the more map, doesn't look like any of them are check marked. So when I did these, it probably wasn't updating the map. So we're going to go to each of them and try to mark them. So we'll start with this one over here near Mossward. I mean, let's see if we've already got that one. I'm almost 100% sure we've got that one. That's one that you normally get. So everybody out there, if you're watching live, that means you're watching on twitch.tv/Ferone. If you're watching a non-live version, that means you're over on youtube.com/Ferone1. I do everything live on Twitch, and then most of those videos I cut up and send over to YouTube, so you can peruse those at your own time or on your own time throughout the week. And you can get a membership over there on YouTube that allow you to get the videos there early, because I stagger them out like Monday and Thursday. Usually is when I put my videos or make my videos live. If you get the membership, it's only $1 a month. Over on YouTube, I think it's 99 cents or $1, something like that. Then you can see all of them as soon as they go up on YouTube. So keep that in mind. Either way, please head over to youtube.com/Ferone1 and hit subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. We're at 840-ish, somewhere in there. Need y'all's help to get me over the 1,000 hump. That is like the hardest thing in the world, is to get over 1,000. That's the big first goal on YouTube. Also hit follow on Twitch here. Those of y'all watching live, I greatly appreciate it. And always, you can head over to Ferone.com to find links to all of my channels and everything related to me and fun stuff. I'm going to be working that site over and making it a heck of a lot better than it is right now. What else? What else? So, squirrel. Yeah, that cache was right up here. That's right. I remember this. And this is why I always get this one. That's why I'm saying I think this one just wasn't marked. It was like right here. There, it's right there. So you see I can't click on it. What I'm going to do is bring up the more maps, and I'm going to click that one. Can't I mark it? Mark. There we are. Okay, so that one's done. We know that we've got that one. Now let's head... Oh, man, it's fighting me. We're going to head to... Let's grab these two out here. So we'll head over towards Llangaren. I probably have that one, but I'm not certain. I guess we're close enough to that. And let's go there first, then we'll come back to this one. Sounds like a winner for me. But yeah, I have multiple YouTube channels. One of them is Ferone1. That is my main channel. You'll find a lot of Lord of the Rings online content on there. I have Ferone Plays Console Games. I play console games of all things on that channel. Currently working my way through Hogwarts Legacy on the Nintendo Switch 2. Really love that game. Going to be doing some Minecraft on there as well. I've just barely started scratching the surface on Minecraft and getting interested in it. God help me, because you can get lost in that game from what I hear. So hopefully I don't get too addicted. And I'll be playing lots of other games on there. And then also my other channel is Ferone Plays Slots. I go to the casinos and play slot machines and have a lot of fun. You can watch me waste my money so you don't have to. Please go subscribe to all of my YouTube channels. It would be fantastic of you. So I'll even hit the button to remind you. And if you are looking for a kinship, that's what a guild is called in Lord of the Rings Online, I run Lorebound Walkers on the Peregrine server. It is a roleplay encouraged server, but it's not roleplay enforced. And it's one of the new 64-bit servers. They do not have the 32-bit servers anymore. If you had characters on the 32-bit servers, you can't get to them anymore. And at some point in the future, they will make it to where that you can transfer those characters off to the 64-bit servers. They offered that for several months, and now they have officially closed those down. Alright, that's a lot of talky. Let's figure out where we're going here. So as part of these little island things out here, it's going to be right over here-ish. So sit back and enjoy with some fun, relaxing Lord of the Rings Online. In my opinion, the best MMORPG on the market right now, because of the fact that it's a very deep, story-rich game, story-based game. Very hard to find a good MMO that is that way. They'll have a story. The story is very intertwined, but this one is a really deep story with lots of side stories, lots of NPCs that come up over and over. It's incredible. The game is truly incredible. Alright, we should have treasure cache. We found it! So we haven't gotten this one before. And we will mark it. Alright, now we bring this up, we'll see that it's marked. We're going to head to this one, treasure cache. We'll figure out the other stuff. It's going to be here, isn't it? Hold it. Let me bring this up first, then we'll hit M to bring that up. It looks like this spot here, which is right in here. Alright. Yep. So we'll do these first. They're a little easier to find. Then we'll do the exploration portion that I don't have finished yet. I'm not sure how far I got in Cardolan. So we'll find out that after we get done with Swanfleet here. It was really surprised about something with Minecraft. It's an enjoyable game and all. A friend of mine, he had a server. It was a Realm server, and I went and bought the Nintendo Switch 2 version of the game because I have a Nintendo Switch 2 and I wanted to play games on my Nintendo Switch 2. I really love that machine. Didn't think I would. Super expensive. But after getting it, and thanks my brother because he bought it for me for my birthday this year, really proud of him and happy that he did that. But after getting it, I have fallen in love with that machine. It is fantastic. Still, I know the PlayStation 5 and Xbox, what is it, Xbox X or whatever, are much more powerful than it, but still, the Switch 2 is an excellent machine. And sorry, squirrel! I got off pat there. What I was trying to get at was, so I bought it on the Nintendo Switch 2. We played together. He was playing on an iPad, and he wanted to play it on his Mac as well. Apparently the Mac doesn't have, he was saying, the what they call the Bedrock version of the game, which is what all the consoles and the iPad work off, is the Bedrock. The Mac has the Java version, and he was wanting to play on the Java version because apparently he can use more mods and stuff on the server to make it a lot cooler and all that. So we were trying to hook that up, and come to find out, if you have a console version or iPad version, basically the Bedrock version, you can't connect it to a private server. You can connect to Realm servers, but you can't connect it to a private server like he had for his Java server. I was really shocked at that. And he found a video that said how to do it, but the way how to do it, I was like instantly, I was like, nope, not doing that, because they want you to change the server that your Nintendo Switch uses as its DNS. And I was like, while that doesn't seem very harmful, the thing is if it's going to a private DNS server, they can put anything they want on that DNS server. And even if they don't do it on purpose, in the future, a hacker could put something on there. And when it goes to look up the IP that it's supposed to go to for something, like let's say the Nintendo Store, it could go to some server that's not the Nintendo Store. And all of a sudden, I've just given them a bunch of information. Like, let's say I go in there and I put my credit card in to buy a game. Well, I just gave that to a hacker. And so I was instantly like, nope, if I got to do that to play it on the Nintendo Switch 2, not happening. So very disappointed with Microsoft, that now owns Minecraft, that they have made it to where that the Bedrock version does not allow you to connect to private servers where you literally put in the IP address of where you want to connect to. That is highly disappointing, that you have to run a Java version of the game to do that. The separation is really not cool. Very unhappy about that. And my friend was very unhappy about that too, because he wants to play it on the Java version, and all of his friends want to play it on the Bedrock version, and it's a total cluster. So, not pleased about that at all. Just rambling. Sorry. It's squirrel time. Let's see. So, where is this at? It's going to be at 56.9, 28.4. 56.9, 28.4. 56.9, 28.4. Seems like it's going to be that way, which kind of makes me think I need to be further up this hill, but I don't see a way to get up this hill. So we'll try to do some platforming to get over there. That didn't quite work. And the problem is I can't target it, but that doesn't mean it's not there, because I might have gotten this before and didn't mark it, and therefore when I'm trying to target it, it wouldn't find it. 56.9, which is definitely like up the hill, and 28.4. Is that way? Let me see if that goes up. It's taken forever for it to go up. Yep. So it's on the other side of this if it's there, and if I haven't already claimed it. I wish it would tell me which ones I have claimed. That would be so nice, but it's not going to. 28.4, still further this way. Let me turn the chat on, almost forgot about that. 28.5. So now we've gone past it in the western direction. Alright, so let's go up and around this, see if we can get on top of this hill, and I'll make it easier. I bet you it's part of these ruins. 28.4 and 56.9. It's going to be in that direction over there. We got it. It's here. I have not gotten this one yet because we were able to target it. Alright, we'll mark this chest as found. Now the next one is over here. 57.8 and 25.3. That looks like a long fall. Alright, the cliff broke my fall, so it's all good. Yeehaw! Holy crap. Alright. Let's check our directions. Kind of need to be going back this direction a little bit. Alright, let's get off the mount before we rubber band and screw up. Come on, get up there. It doesn't, in this game, it doesn't like to go up steep hills, and sometimes your guy will just stand there stubbing his toe. One of the things you have to deal with. Should be in this direction. Let's get on an ordinary mount. We can control that a lot easier. And let me go back over to kinship chat. There we are. World chat sometimes can just fly by and be annoying. Sometimes you just gotta turn it off. Just turn it off. Don't need it. There it is. Bingo. Now let's check our list again. I've got 2 up this way, 1 hidden right there, 1 over here. We could go ahead and get these 2 to get them done. Okay, I know where this one, this would be the best one to go from here because that's a major cliff between these 2 sides. Then we'll come over here for, is there 1 hidden behind those people? Don't think there is, but there's definitely 1 there. Okay, let's do that. Check where we are pointed. Yeah, we need to go back down the hill. Oh, that is a really big drop. Let's see if we can do this without dying. In this game, you can fall from large distances, but if you fall from too far of a large distance, you will die. I found that out the hard way the first time because everything I jumped off of, I just, I was fine. You just walk slow for a little while. So one time I was doing a quest and I was way up on top of this cliff and there's like a waterfall and all, and I was like, oh, there's where I need to get to down there to turn this quest in. I'll just jump off, it won't be a problem. Fell for a long time, then splat, and it said I was dead, and I was like, huh? You can die? Because I had no clue that you could die. That was a surprise. Let's see here. 67 and 22.3. 60.7, 22.3. Yeah, it was a shocker when that happened. It's gonna be right up here with these orcs in this orc encampment. Positive. 60.7. It's gonna be that way, I think. And this may be one that I've already gotten. I think I remember this, that. I think it's right over here on the ledge. Not there. Whoa, almost fell off. 60.7. We're still not far enough across. There was, oh man, hitched there all of a sudden. Let's go up this and turn back to our right. So I was thinking it was over here. That is 60.7. What was the other coordinate? 22.3. Yeah, it's right here. So, and there it is. I see it. That's it right there. So I have gotten that one already. We'll go ahead and mark it. Oh, no, no, no. Don't do that. Alright, let's see if I can get it to highlight. Sometimes it can be a little tricky. Oh man, that's hard to get to do. There, mark. Alright, that one is marked. Now let me check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 of them done. And it says 7. So we still got 2 more that we have actually already done. Wrong map. We're going to head over to this one. Glen Helig would be the closest to it. Either that or Lintrev. I think Lintrev actually may be better because I think you have to come up here and go where the spiders are. So I think Lintrev is where we're supposed to be headed. Let's see, we can't use Klieger again. We can use that one. And then we'll use the Stable Master to get us to where we're wanting to go. Because it can be a little bit annoying getting around here in Swanfleet. Not so too annoying, yeah, just a little bit. A little bit. There's a lot of cliffs and stuff. While we're here, there isn't one over here, I don't think. So we are right here right now. All I see is milestone. Now there is, yeah, there's a treasure chest, treasure cache right there. So technically, we should go get this one. 51,926. Where's that spot? That looks like that. It's going to be there, I think. I know I'm humping a wall right now, but I was trying to see something. Yeah, it's this. It's right there. Just because we're so close, it's like you might as well make the run. Then we'll turn around and go the other way for the other one. Go back to the Stable Master, I mean. Let's get on the War Steed. We can go faster. Server seems pretty good tonight. Not seeing much like rubber banding or anything like that. So far, knock on wood. So far it seems good. So we'll use the War Steed when we can, because it is much faster than a normal mount. It's just whenever the server is lagging, you can really be a problem. Okay, so it's supposed to be over here somewhere. I'll bet you I've gotten this one, because this is one that I normally see whenever I'm questing here. Let's see, that is going to be, oh, I wish it would let me get there. 51,926. 51,926. I'm literally at it. And it's not coming up, which tells me that, yep, there it is, right there. We've already gotten this one. So we will mark that. We can get our mouse on it. Mark. There we are. That one's marked. Now we'll go back here to the Stable Master and go to Lintrev. That's not the right direction. Oh my god. Can't see nothing for all the trees. Can't see the forest for the trees. So I hope everybody had a good week. It was wasn't a bad week at work. There was a lot to do, but wasn't bad. So I would mark it down in the good category. It was a good week at work. In fact, the whole week was good, other than the fact that, you know, we had such an issue with Minecraft, and basically my friend had to abandon the idea of us all playing on the same server, so that sucked. Other than that, it was a good week.
What have we to say to each other, Devodiad?
I don't know, but I need to go to Lintrev. That's good. Drinking tea tonight. Trying to stop the sodas. I've gone almost full week now with no sodas. Been drinking water, coffee, and tea. For the most part, not sweet tea, just a little bit, like half and half sweet, half non. But for the most part, trying to even cut that down as well. I always love the music out here in Swanfleet. They did a fantastic job on that. The audio engineers are amazing over at Standing Stone Games, as well as the artist. They do a fantastic job. Let me take a look here. So yeah, we need to go up there. By the way, if you're interested, the outfit that my character is wearing right now, that is a coffer that's available for purchase right now. It is the Jaunty Patron's coffer. It's rather expensive. I've seen more expensive, but it's still rather expensive. The most expensive version of it, which gets you everything, the mount, the pet, and everything, is 7,995, or is it 995, I think. Lotro points. So if you like it and you've got the Lotro points sitting around burning a hole in your pocket, I recommend it. I think it's a good one. We're looking for 64.2, 26.5. 64.2, 26.5, I believe is what I said. I have the memory of a gnat. 64.2, 26.5. Is that getting higher? Yes, it is. So we need to go this way. We'll find the north-south coordinate first. Okay, so it's not... Hold it, let me look at this again. Let me look at the map. It's on the other side of this river. It's over here. Okay. Is it going to be up high like they like to do? So I have to find a way over there? It's potentially what they've done. Oh, hello, that's a cliff. Yeah, it's still over that way. $64.2. It's going to be on the other side of the river, but the question is where on the other side of the river. By the way, let me know in the comments if y'all enjoy watching me do these deed hunts or not. I mean, I'll still do it, but I may not do it on a stream if y'all don't enjoy it. I find it relaxing to go to areas and try to do what I call 100%ing. That's where you do every deed in that area. I find it very relaxing doing this. There's our treasure cache, and this one's actually here. We have not gotten it before. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, so we got one over here. So I see 1, 2, 3 more. I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 and there's 1, 2, 3 left. So is there only 10 in this? That is correct. There's only 10. So we're ready to go to the other ones. So we need to head. That's Karis Glennon, Gellibrand, I mean. Karis Gellibrand. Let's get back to Lintrev and we can take a mount from there. Another relaxing thing I like to do on here stream. Sometimes people like it, other times people don't. Extremely relaxing thing to do in this game is to fish and do the new birding hobby as well. I really enjoy doing that, but sometimes people can't take it because it'll put you to sleep. It's like watching paint dry for some people, but I find it super relaxing. Especially if you find a place like that back there where you've got the running water from a waterfall and you're just standing out there fishing. Yeah, and let the music play. That can be super relaxing.
How do you do?
I do quite well, sir. I'm looking to go to Karis Gellibrand. See if anybody's online tonight in the kinship. We got 3 people online right now. Still early for a Friday night. Alright, where do we need to go? It's going to be up on top, I'm certain of that. I think I remember where this is at. Alright, 53, 6, and 20. 53, 6, and 20. Oh, before we leave this spot. Ooh, we lagged there. That wasn't a lag, that was a hitch is what that was. Where is the milestone? There it is. We're going to grab this milestone because I have that set up to where I can go back, recall the milestones with only a 5-minute reuse. So I definitely want to go ahead and bind here. Now we'll get on our mount. We'll do the ordinary mount. I'm wondering how many of these places we want to go back to to get the other deeds done that we need to do out here. In fact, before we go on, let me go ahead and do this. Let me put these on the tracker. Anything at Swanfleet we will do. What is that? Oh, that's the Delvings now. Explorer of Cardolan. Nope, Explorer of Swanfleet. Treasures of Swanfleet. Dwellers of Old. Swanfleet. Delvings we're not going to worry about. I hope that's not. I hope they don't have that over here as part of Swanfleet. they do. So we're not going to be able... Yeah, they've got delvings all throughout here. We're not going to be able to get this to say 100% because there's no way I can do all the delvings. Not right now. They take days, weeks, maybe months to do all the delvings. Wonder if I can set that up in settings to not have that. Hide that one. D tooltips, show each tab's content is on from. Don't open the completion. Not actively achievable. Do not include deeds above character level. That won't do it. Hide completed. Include landscape difficulty deeds. Nope. Darn. Okay, so there's no way to make the delvings not be part of this. That sucks. So we will do everything we can, but this is not going to be completable, which really is a bummer. I wonder. Hope North Downs doesn't have it. I don't think it has deeds. It's got roving threats. Okay. Trollshaw shouldn't. Yeah, that's a bummer. I wish that you could turn off delvings from that deed tracker, but we'll do what we can. Let's see here. Alright, let's find out where this is at. It's going to be 53.6.20. 3.6. Which way is that going? Is that going up or down? It's a south thing. This way I need to go. There, now we're doing it. 53.6 and 20. There's somebody right there. Alright, we're at 53.6. Now which way do we have to go, east or west? East. Okay. 53.6, still going. Need 20 here. I've hit an invisible wall. Oh, there it goes. Oh, don't get stuck. I don't like that idea. I think we might get stuck if we go down there. We will try to go around it. Oh, that was wild. Okay. Alright, 53.6.20. There's 20 right there. And 53.6, that would be south and north. This way, I think. Nope, it's going down, so it's this way. I bet you I've already got this one now. $53.5, $53.6 should be right in here. The foliage is making it really hard to see anything. But I'm trying to find it just so I know that we've already clicked it. And it's not going to be clickable or targetable since I've already gotten it. The question is, where is it physically at? Need to go up this hill. I think it's inside these ruins somehow. All these shattered pictures everywhere. You know what? We'll pick those up. That'll take them out of the target. Can you not get in there? Is that what I'm... Is that what's happening? Yeah, that is totally a no-go. Oh, don't tell me I'm stuck. Man. Aw. That's a bummer. That's a serious bummer. Why would you do that? Scenario, we need to fix this. You can't get out of this spot. Alright, so we're going to call back over here because we are literally stuck. But I think this one's already been gotten because I can't target it anywhere. Unfortunately, we got to keep trying because otherwise we don't know if we really got it or not. So we need to go back out there again. Oh, that is fun, isn't it? That is fun. And by fun, I mean not fun at all. Hit that subscribe button. Squirrel! If anybody doesn't know what squirrel is from, I feel for you. That is truly sad. Where is this spot at? I wish I could find it. So it's that big thing over there, but the question is, how do you get to the spot where it's at? I know if I go in a certain area, I will get stuck, so we won't do that again. Alright, we need off this mount. Very much need off this mount. Why would they put it here? That doesn't just makes zero sense why they would put it there. Something seems wrong about this one. Something seems very wrong. And that's where we got stuck before, because we went over that spot. Let me just look. Yes, that's where we got stuck, so we don't want to do that. You know what we'll do? Yeah, that'll help with this. Let's go into options. Advanced graphics, take the frill down and disable. Where's that at? I thought it was this. It was all the bushes and stuff. Is that it? I think I did get it. Okay. So now we don't have a bunch of bushes. We got some. Maybe that'll help us to see the chest that we can't click anymore. And at some point I'm just going to have to give up and go to another one. Because they've put this in a really bizarre spot. I'm just hoping that I'm assuming I had already clicked this one's what I'm trying to say. $53.4. 53.6 is up in that really bizarre spot to put it, with it so hard to get in there. I just can't imagine it being in here. Well, hell, there's a guy in here. That's 53.6. There's 53.6. 20.4 is that direction, isn't it? Or is it that? We're at 20.4. We want 20. It's that way. So it's not in here. Just thought it was in here. It's not. It's that spot I was hung at before, where I said that there was an invisible wall. No, it's still not. So it's not even in this thing. That's going up. Why am I so stupid? It's on the other side. Oh my god. Stubbing his toe to try to get up there. Okay, so it's on the other side. Yeah, it's this way. 20. Where's 20? My god. It's going up. $20.1. 20. I was here before. This, right here, this is the location. Pick up that damn shattered picture. That is something I hate. And I see it right there. That's something I absolutely hate in this game, is they'll put a harvestable right near something you need to find, and then you can't find it because all you can find is the harvestable. That is one feature of this game that I absolutely loathe. Loathe it with a passion. Oops, wrong thing. And we gotta open it again because we hit the escape key. We'll mark that one. Okay, so something's not adding up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 marked on here. And if we check this again, or we can see it right here. I thought it said 7 or 3. It says 8. I'm a big poopy stupid head. Let's see here. Let's go to this. We need just this one and this one now. So if we can get out here to, what's the name of this place? Idhobel, maybe? Idhobel? Idhobel? And we can call back there to make it easy and use a stable master. That travel emote there is part of that patron, Jaunty Patron's coffer. I like it a lot. Like it a lot. Alright, let's find our stable master. There he is.
How can I be of service?
We need to go to a place that's not listed on here, so that wasn't the name. It is, whoops, my hand moved. Western Origian.
How can I be of service?
That one. Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciate it. All right. We will check our more map. It's over here. We're right here, I believe. Yeah, right here. It's right down there. Okay. And that is 46.121.9. So we need to follow the river. I really like this area out here. This Swanfleet, and the second part is Cardolan. I loved this area and the main epic story that goes across here, dealing with Maneldir. Really good. It's a lot of fun to play through. This was a new starting area. It was part of an expansion, a mini expansion called Before the Shadow. It came out about 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember now how many years it's been. Probably 4-ish years ago. But I loved it a lot. And I can't take not having the graphics on. That is destroying me. So we will turn that back on. There we are. Oh god, so much more beautiful with that on. Let's see here. Jump off of that so that we don't fly off a cliff. 46-1, 21-9. 46-1, 21-9. Yep, it's this direction. 46-1 is going to be out there. 22, and what was it? It was 21-9. So we are super close to it. And there's the harvestable that they put near it, so you can't find it. Bad designers, bad world designers, bad. Okay, now let's see if we can find it. Oh, don't you fall down that. All right. Okay, that one didn't actually get in the way of it. So not bad designers. 46-1, 21-9. 46-1. 21-9. We've got an east-west thing that we need to figure out. Okay, that's going up. It's on the other side. It's not down in the water, is it? That'd be way too easy. Of course it's not. It's up there. We got this. We just got to find a spot where we can go up this cliff. That's all. It's not a problem. We'll figure this out. Yeah, we will. Certainly we will. That I did not want to move. Let me put that back up there. There we are. Oh my god. Where is a place we can go up? These cliffs are too sheer. We'll just swim a mile in this direction, then we'll find a way to get up there. Makes you wish you could fly. Still not foliage. There we are. Now I can get up there. Get on an ordinary mountain, make our way back to the cliff where the treasure chest is going to be. There it is. Una más. That is going to be up there where that orc encampment is, I think. No, that's the orc encampment. This is further over. I think that's where the wolf tamer or something was. It's going to be over here. Alright, well, let's ride, Clyde. Got quite a ride ahead of us. Whoops, trying to type there. More people logging in. Alright, let's get a good spot here and stop and check. What is that? It? No, it's a copper deposit. Let's check our coordinates. 41.6, 17.9. 41.6, 17.9. So let's try going straight north and see how it changes. Okay, it's going down, so we need to be going that direction. We need to be going north. And the other one is 17.9, so we'll turn straight east. Yep, that's so it's in that direction. It's gonna be right there. Woohoo! We got it. Alright, we got the Treasures of Swanfleet completed. It gave us a title, Treasure Seeker of Swanfleet. Should give us some Lotro points, I think. It should pop up here in a second. That put us up to 43%. So we still need discover a curious pendant, discover an engraved stone, discover a rusted dagger. So I'm not sure how to find those. We're going to just take a little, see if we can find something here. No. What about stone? No. P-E-N-D-A-N-T? So those don't work, so let's try Dweller. Nope, that doesn't work. We're going to have to go to the web. This is called Dwellers of Old Swanfleet. Alright, so discover a curious pendant. If you're reading this, then blah 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 blah, but it doesn't say what. This deed perform the following objectives. Yeah, but how do you get the objectives? Ah, there we are. By the river, so it's a location thing. What are the ones we need? Let me put this up here. We need curious pendant, an engraved stone, and a rusted dagger. Curious pendant is over there near Caris Galadin or Calibran. And we need engraved stone. Okay, back where the orcs were. Lots of orcs in this game. And the other one? Rusted dagger. Rusted dagger. Oh, it's at Mossward. So the first one that's closest to us is this one, which is over here near Caris Galadin. Do 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 do. All right, we need stable master. Hold it. We're there, aren't we? Yeah. Okay, so this is not up at Caris Galadin. It's on. It's like a. Let me see here. It's back here. Along the water's edge, more or less. Let's see if we can figure out if we have to go up on top of there or just skirt around the outside. I'm thinking we skirt around the outside, but we will figure it out. Around the outside, around the outside. Man, my nose is bad. My sinuses are just so bad right now. They're always bad, but right now it's like extra bad for some reason. Thought I was going to end up getting sick this week, but Ended up just being sinuses. As usual, sinuses. It's my body telling me it hates me. We found a wall. And a guy hiding in the bushes. I don't think I've ever been over in this area before. I mean, I've been up there in Cardolan, but not like in this little spot over here. Would explain why I never found this. Curious pendant. There it is. Alright. The next one was the engraved stone. Yeah, engraved stone. And it is basically, if we go to, well, Lintra would be a ways off. Maybe Langarin would be better? Hold on. The question is, can we just go across the river here? Because that actually would get us somewhat close. Yeah, because it's down here. Those sheer cliffs are not going to be the way up. Okay, let's get on our boar steed and we'll run across the mountain here. Oops. Running into stones, boulders. Alright, here we are. So we're looking for a stone. Engraved stone, and it appears as though it's like right here on the map. There it is. Oops. Holy crap. I was snoozing the advertisement and it was fighting me there, the mouse afterwards. Where's it actually at? Here we are. Let me get a Kleenex. My nose is driving me batty. Much better. Oh my god, that was getting annoying. Alright, so we got that stone. The last one we need to get is not that. Hit the back key here. It is Rusted Dagger, which is basically right outside of Mossworth. So that being said, let's check and see. Yep, that's up again. we will use that and just use a fast travel from the stable master to get to Mossford.
What can I do for you?
You need to go to Mossford, good friend. Thank you. Alright, let's go find this rusty dagger. I remember this now. I've found this out there before on numerous characters. This is the starting town for Before the Shadow. So I've done this area like dozens of times on new characters that I've played. And there is a dagger that is out here somewhere that I've seen numerous times. I've come across and Yep. I can't. Just never got it on this guy because I didn't start over here on him. There it is. And bingo! We completed Deeds of Swanfleet, Explorer of Swanfleet, and Dwellers of Swanfleet. Title awarded, March Warden of Swanfleet. And that one. Was there anything special down here? Okay, so those are all completed. We go to the non-completed, and we have, including the Delphins, we have stuff for Cardolan. So now we're ready to go over to Cardolan. We got 15 Lotro points for doing that. Let's go ahead and mount up, and we'll ride over to Cardolan. Alright, so to get across the river here, that bridge is completely destroyed. You need to go down here. The mountain's messing up. You need to go down here and cross the river. Okay, we are officially in Cardolan now. There we are. Find us a nice little spot here to stand, and I'll bring up our deeds and we'll take a look. Yeah, right over here. There we are. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Delvings there and back again. That's not, no, nothing with delvings. We'll add that to tracker. Perils of Cardolan, Treasures of Cardolan. We got a lot to get on that one. The Ravaging of Cardolan, Deeds of Cardolan. That's just going to be completing the Explorer, so we won't bother putting that up. That's delving, and more delving. So that's what we have. Basically, we need to find the treasures. We need to do some exploring. Ravaging is discovering. Okay, so we're going to have discovery and explores. That's going to be fun. So let me pull up the Ravaging of Cardolan first. Boom, 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 boom. It's just like that one we just finished. It's basically got locations where we go pick things up. We got Dead Mount Obelisk. That is going to be very far from here. The Ash Mound Memorial, very far from here, but in the opposite direction. And the Scroll of Lilith. Where's that one at? Scroll of Lilith. Okay, that one is actually really close to where we're at. So we'll go take a look at that one. Aside from that, let's look in here for the treasures. We got treasures everywhere, and as usual, none of them are marked yet to show that we have found them. But I've already got 4 of them done, so some of them we'll have to go to that we've already done. This is right where we're at. It's like back behind us. It is on this little island out here, so let's go check that one to see if we've already got it. I think we just found a dead end. No, we got lucky. Somewhere in here. I usually, when I'm going through here, fight in this area, so I may have this one already. Let's check the coordinates. 55.8, 36.9. We're at 55.8, 36.9 is all we need to figure out. So it's either east or west. Okay, so it's this way. .9 is going to be pretty far in this direction. That's a dead end. Okay, that's interesting. Don't think I've been up here before, so maybe I haven't gotten this one. Should still be further in that direction. Hold on, I think I got that wrong. That's 36, and that's it. Yeah, so it is definitely still in that direction. Is that where we just came from? Oh, come on. And defeated by the invisible wall. Should be like a lot further in that direction. That doesn't, something's not adding up. That does not look like the same spot that this is at. 36.9, not 35.9. 36, so we're practically on top of it, but it's 55.8. This is the exact coordinates for north and south. But 36.9, it's like it's over there somewhere. That doesn't get us there. Oh my god, these invisible walls are really pissing me off right now. Yeah, the invisible wall thing. Oh my god. Alright, is there another story up here? There is another story. Possibly we have to take a staircase up there, or it doesn't exist, one of the two. Whoops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to take my aggression out on the microphone. It was an accident, I swear. Treasure cache. Yep, I had not gotten this one yet. Which makes sense, because I've never seen this area up here, this exact spot. Alright, so that one is checked off. I'm going to go across the river to try to get that other thing I was talking about. It's going to be right over here if it's there. Kind of wondering if I have to do a quest to get it. From what it was saying in the wiki, I'm kind of wondering if that's the case. If it is, we'll do the quest line. Alright. Just need to make our way out of here. We can figure out a way out and avoid all of the invisible walls. Oh man, already yawning. We'll get up here, we'll mount on the war steed. Oh. Okay, stop now. There's a mailbox. That ain't gonna be it. It says the levy plaque. No. Complete. Okay, it does say complete quest chain for Scroll of Lilith. Starting at Ryangar. What is Ryangar? It's a person. Where's she at? Why am I not finding her? She's here somewhere. Let me go ahead and mark this. Huh. Oh, she's somewhere. Oh, way up there? Oh, that's not right. It says complete quest chain for Scroll of Lilith. Starting at Ryangar up to quest the Ciphered Scroll. Scroll of Lilith. And that's what I'm needing, right? Yeah, it is. A series of quests is necessary for completing the deed objective discover of Scroll something or other. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It starts at Ryangar. And it claims she's right here. But she's not. She's not here. The Wayward Mayor. Okay, let me check something. show completed. It'll take a second to bring that up because I've completed thousands of quests. The Wayward Mare. So I have completed the Wayward Mare. You know what? Let me see here. What was the Doom of Sarkvarn? Doom of S. Bet you that's it. Oh, it's Gundabad. That's not it. So I haven't done that. What else is there? Tracing. Don't have that either. How far did I get down this? The Mayor's Bed. Yep, I did that one. How about deciphering the scroll? Deciphering the scroll. I did that as well. Let me go back here and check something. It said go all the way down up to quest the deciphered scroll. Okay, so I did that. I did the deciphering scroll. That doesn't make sense. So I think you have to do all of them. That's what it looks like. Greenway Robbers. Let me see if I got that. Yep, I got that. Ciphered Scroll. Hag of the Old Forest. I bet you haven't done that. Nope. The Deciphered Scroll. No. We don't have the Deciphered. Okay. So we did Deciphering the Scroll. Where do you get the Deciphered Scroll? Starts with this person in Cardolan. Where is that? Oh, way over there at Gerwin's Convoy. So let me get out of the show completed. Oh, come on. It's locking up on me right now. It may be crashing Lord of the Rings Online because of the thousands of completed quests. There we are. So no, I haven't done the Deciphered Scroll. We're going to go find somebody at that other camp.
How can I be of service?
We want to go to... What is that one? We're wanting to get to Genwin's Convoy. And we probably should go to... We'll go to Hearn. We're looking for Melanus Bragrig at Gerwin's Convoy.
How can I be of service?
I need to go to Gerwin's Convoy. How come you don't have that available? You know, I know who does. The Mission Recruiter Stable Master.
How can I be of service?
That'll get us there. So, it's interesting that the Stable Master didn't have a way to get there.
What can I do for you?
You know what? I think I was looking in Swanfleet. No, I don't know. I'm not even going to worry about it. Where is the person? I'm looking for Melanus. Melanus. There. How come? Ah, she does have a quest, so I didn't take it. Ah. Hello. What a fascinating scroll you and Rhaengar brought me. This is Lolith. This Lolith was an incredible person. A princess who fought for her people and who seems to have been much loved. Her tale reads like a spook story one might tell around a fire late at night, though. Gave me the shivers straight through, and I was standing in the sun. In any case, I wrote out what the scroll says and gave it to Rhaengar. She's waiting to talk to you. Oh, and Lorandon, if you do decide to follow in Lilith's footsteps, be careful.
We have found something incredible.
The scroll tells of Lilith's final days. Such a tragic story, too. My heart is nearly broken reading of her adventures and doom. You can read what Melanus deciphered, but here's the long and short of it. Lilith and her family were fighting against risen spirits, too, just as I had expected. Sadly, she lost her son and her husband to the horrors that rose up across Cardolan. She went to the forest nearby to seek guidance from an old woman who lived among its trees. I do not know what guidance she got, because Lilith vanished soon afterwards. However, her people revered her as a hero, because whatever happened to her, the spirits went back to their graves and troubled Cardolan no more. Go on ahead and read the deciphered scroll for yourself if you like. Then we shall speak of what I think must be done next. Holy crap. That is a long novel. We're not going to read that right now.
My heart breaks for Luilos, losing so many, as well as having her kingdom ravaged.
Oh, my nose just won't stop draining. I just leave it like that. That'll be okay, right? Finished now.
Luilos was a hero, just as I always suspected.
Sounds like she found some method of dispelling the dead that were plaguing Cardolan in her day, but there is no mention of what that method might have been. The section about the forest is intriguing. I grew up hearing rumors of a hag of the old forest who has haunted its wood for hundreds of years. We need to talk to this hag. Perhaps she was the one Lilith met with beneath the trees. Obviously, I cannot accompany you, but I implore you to search for the hag of the woods. She could hold a key to us understanding how to banish the risen dead. Okay, so we got a quest from her, and that's going to be over here in the old forest. But unlike the old days, it's not the old forest as in the old forest. It's the new old forest, because they added it for this before the shadow. Let me see. What am I trying to find here? Where is the milestone? There it is. Go ahead and set this spot. And we'll go see if we can find this area over here. So apparently we have to do this quest line to be able to finish the Ravaging of Cardolan deed. This is always the fun part, is finding how you get through. That's not going to be it. Well, we kind of did get through there, but okay. I didn't expect to make it through there. Alright, this mount is too fast. Let's stop. Let's get on our ordinary mount. Okay, so it looks like it's straight across, but that's not always the case. Right now, we're going to go with that straight across approach. So as you can see, it says I entered Southern Barren Downs. and then we go to Southern Old Forest. So this area used to not be accessible. I don't believe it was. They added this as part of the Before the Shadow. It's right over there. There she is.
Who are you?
Have you been sent by Blue Cloak?
No. I see you are just some hapless adventurer.
You begin to explain that you are actually looking for her, but she holds up her hand and interrupts you. Stop right there. Do not want to hear your story. I have too much to do. I am not but a poor old woman living alone in the dark forest. Usually the man in the blue cloak comes by with a basket of food, but he has not been by for days. I do not know who he is, but did I become dependent upon the fish he brought? Well, now, I have an idea. You seem to want something from me, though I am but a poor old woman who has nothing. Nothing. Where was I? Oh, yes. You want something from me, and I want this week's fish. Go get me some fish from the nearby river. Then I will hear your tale. If not, then good day to you. So the fish are going to be way back over here. The water area down that direction. Man is determined to go back up there. Let's go get down off of this. Is this an actual fishing quest? I think it is. Alright, so we got one fish. So we'll fish 5 of them up and take them back to her. I guess you'd have to take up fishing if you had not taken it already to be able to finish this quest line. Give me half a second to do something here. Does it have an option for that? I wonder how that works. Yeah, I have no idea. I just was trying something in Twitch. I told it to clip that, and it didn't look like it actually did. I don't know how that works. It's just trying to figure out how that works, but I don't know. It's rather bizarre. Trying to learn stuff, you know, trying to get a little better. Ah, there's what I want. That's it. Okay. Let me close that out of there. Add stream marker. Okay. Let me click that. Nice. Okay. Trying to get better at streaming. And because I take the stream later on and I cut it up, or try to put it over on YouTube. I'm not good at it, so I was trying to see something if Twitch would allow me to put like a marker so I know when something happens, and it appears that it does, so that's pretty cool. Oops. Oopsie. Alright, that should do it. Yep, 5 of 5. Alright, let's switch back. Put our weapon back in. There's my two-hander, right? No, it's a one-handed sword. That one's the two-hander. Am I running red right now? I am. Okay, that explains it. And now we'll go back to that outfit. Okay, so let's get back on our mount. We need to go back to the old lady and let her know that we've got her fish. Oh, stop getting hung. Where's the entrance to her area? I see something. We will snooze that ad. That doesn't seem to get us there either. Maybe we gotta go up this way and go around. I think that's the case.
You again? Oh, but you seem to have fish with you this time.
I do. Excellent. I will take those. Then we may talk.
Very well. You did as I asked. I will allow you to ask in return. What is it that you want from me?
You explain your search for information about Luolith. Luolith? How old do you think I am? I am no elf to live thousands of years. Now that I think on it, however, the name does dredge up some old memories. Henbrin ponders her wrinkled face, crinkling even more as she thinks. Yes, I do recall Luolith having some dealings with my great ancestor, but I cannot help you. The knowledge of what they spoke is lost, stolen, by my wicked sister, Cedric the Cruel. 'Twas she who stole the Ammon Grimoire, the book of secrets my family has passed down for generations. Among its pages, I recall an account of the Lady Luolith, but what she came here for I no longer recall. Time has stolen my memories, my sister has stolen the account, along with so very much more. She left me, you know, all alone in this dark forest, an old woman with no one, so lonely beneath the black branches, so alone, so very alone. She pauses dramatically as though hoping you might offer some words of comfort, but then she rushes on before you are able to speak. She lives down by the Brandywine, so perhaps the grimoire is not wholly lost. I have never been to her new home, which I am sure is a hovel. I am too old to make the journey. She made sure to be far enough away to ensure that. You can go looking for the book to get your answers. If you seize it back, bring it to me. I would reward you greatly, but beware of my sister, champion. She has had decades to study the grimoire. Who knows what dark powers she now wields? Alright, and she is way down that way. So, just look at something over here. That's what I thought! Haha! I thought I saw a treasure cache. We'll mark that one. Yep, so we got that one there. Yeah, we'll worry about those the next time we're on. Let's go over to where she's at. And we'll mount up and head that way. Go back down to the water and then hang a right and see if we can find her. She actually has another quest. And I feel like I should take it. Yeah, I want to complete everything, you know. Collect spider, chitin, collect bear meat, collect horn branches. I don't know why, I just feel like I should do it. It's the problem of being a completionist. You don't need to do it, but you feel like you should do it. Is that part of the quest? No. Got all of those. What else is there? Spiders and bears, oh my. Yeah, we need to go this direction. There's a bear. You might be like, why are you killing the hornets? You don't need to kill those. Have you ever been stung by a hornet? It sucks. So yeah, we gotta repay those suckers every time we get a chance to kill them. Can you imagine being stung by a hornet that literally, its stinger is the size of a freaking blade? There. There's a person we're looking for. And I ran right past her.
I see you have been over to speak with my sister. Henbran is as dramatic as ever, it seems.
Hello there. Why, yes, I am Cedric Amon. Amon. I see you have been over to speak with my sister. Henbrun is as dramatic as ever, it seems. Well now, I do not know about the grimoire she is speaking of. I would never have dreamed of stealing it from her. I know how important... Oh dear. She stopped speaking, her brow furrowed. Oh dear. When I decided to start keeping my own house with my husband, I took a few things with me. I did, however, take a large chest full of blankets that I had knitted, as well as the wedding dress I was sewing. Oh my, that was so long ago now. My husband is many years past, and my own daughter has gone on to wed and lose her own husband. But I digress. Perhaps the grimoire was within the chest when I left to come here. Oh, if so, I feel awful. I never intended to take Henny's grimoire. She was always so much more dedicated to the family history and all the teachings from our ancestors. No wonder she thinks I am cruel. Oh dear. Listen, I would impose a boon upon you, if you will. My daughter has been sick for many days, and I was just about to head out to gather herbs with which to treat her ailments. If you will gather what I need, I will go look for the chest. I need willow bark, yarrow, and slippery cap mushrooms. I will head inside now to look for the chest. Okay, so she needs us to gather some stuff for her. And it's going to be all over this area out here. Got all the bark we need. I believe we still need mushrooms and yarrow. That's going to keep us from finding what we need, so we'll have to go ahead and get rid of it. Yep, gotta get rid of that so we can find what we're actually looking for. I think all of those are done, actually. What do we need? Oh yeah, it is all of them. Let me go ahead and kill a spider, though. See if we can find any more out here while we're here. I can't stand those roots, so I like killing them as well.
What do you need?
You found everything. Why, thank you. The willow bark and yarrow will help my daughter feel better, while the mushrooms will be part of tonight's meal.
Do you know I searched my entire house while you were gone?
Then my daughter reminded me that the chest was in the cellar. Oh, my memory is not what it once was. Go on ahead and search the chest for the book. If it's in there, you can bring it to my sister. Found a blue cloak. Found an old book. Is there anything else? Nope. Just gotta do that twice. Got it.
You
Found the grimoire?
Oh dear. I cannot believe I have had it all this time.
So many years of my sister thinking I stole it from her when I left. Would never have done such a thing. I can understand now why she never visited, even when my daughter was born. How very sad we missed out on so many years of each other's lives. Please bring the book to my sister with my blessing and my apology if you will carry it. It is not enough, but I hope one day she will forgive me.
So, you found my blue cloak, eh?
Yes, I was the one bringing food to Auntie Henbren. My mother suspected but didn't ask me about it. I had to stop this week because my daughter and I both fell ill, and I have been here watching over her. I am so grateful you were able to help fish for Auntie in my stead. I will take up the task again as soon as I am feeling better. Perhaps this time I will not have to go cloaked and hiding who I am. I desperately wish to meet my mother's sister. I was able to bake some bread earlier today. Will you bring the loaf on the table to Auntie Henbren? May it help to even further mend the gap between our family. Okay. Alright, so we need to head back up to her, so we'll go back across here following like this purple area and see if we can kill stuff along the way. Could really use some more spiders. and more bears. And everything but them. Isn't that always the case in these games? You always have plenty of things to kill that have nothing to do with the quest you're on, but always hard to find the ones you actually need for your quest. I suppose if they didn't do that, the games would end super fast. You'd be done with the questing way too quickly. Still, it's annoying. Darn spiders are hard to find. I wonder if that's the same spiders that are in the old forest, because they're down close to this area. You'd have to just go a little further up to find them. My God. Can I please get a spider or a bear? Bear. Spider. We found the spider spawning ground. Bear. One more bear. And one more spider even. Aha, spider. Never been so happy to see a spider in my life. Yeah, that's a named bear. It counted. Quest item. After encountering and defeating the elusive bear, Krugal, you have claimed a trophy that might be of value to the Dunedain of Cardolan. As you inspect Krugal's claws, you notice they are far larger than the average bear's claws, and a sort of shadow seems to cling to them. For a moment, you wonder if Krugal might have been one of the mighty Loth bears of old, but those were just stories, or so you thought. It was surely a trick of the dark that shaped this bear into a creature far more foul. You should bring this trophy to Geryon, a trophy hunter and lore keeper of the Dunedain of Cardolan. Interesting. Alright, so now we need to head over to the old lady back here in the forest. Yeah. Smoked bear stew.
What do you need?
The ancient trunk.
So you return, and no more the worse for wear, it seems. Has my sister gone soft?
You hand her the grimoire and explain what happened. Henbren is quiet for a long while, looking down at the large book in her hands. Decades without her. Over an accident. What have I done?
It took me a little while to find the passage about Luilos, but here it is.
It says here that the lady came looking for help finding the source of power that was compelling the dead to walk. My ancestor in Luoloth worked out the location for the Grey Fear. Ah yes, I remember tells of this evil being. Let me see. She pauses, reading. Yes, here it is. My ancestor Daragondis urged Luolith to gather forces, but Luolith went on her own to... I cannot quite make it out, but wait, this passage here I do not remember. Daragondis wrote that Luolith first went to seek counsel from another. I think I know of whom she speaks. There's one who walks this forest even more powerful than myself. Her memory is long, and she will know where Luolith next went. You will find her by the riverside if you follow the path just right. You shall know her by her shining hair, and perhaps, if you are lucky, by her song on the wind.
I have missed so much. Has so much time really passed while I sat in my anger?
Bred from Blue Cloak. You explain Derwin's role as the blue-cloaked stranger and her wish for mending the things between the sisters. This whole time it was Derwin, and my sister's daughter has a daughter of her own. I have missed so much. Has so much time really passed while I sat in my anger? This seals it. I will go and see them and bring herbs of my own to help with this sickness. In truth, I know a path my knees will be able to tolerate. All this time I could have gone to Sindrak, but I closed my heart just as I closed my door when she would come by. When was it that she stopped coming, I wonder? So long. Man. My throat. So long ago it seems. I wonder if she will forgive me. But from what you have said, she already has? Joy creeps into my heart. I must make haste. As much haste as this old body can make, that is. She laughs softly. Okay, so that finished that one. We gotta go down here to the corner. I know who we're going to see because I've done this before on another character. It's been a long time, but I've done it. This is gonna be pretty cool. Where's our path? Ouch. Well, it's a long ride. Now that I don't need to kill bears or spiders, I'm seeing them everywhere. That's typical, isn't it? Here comes the big reveal. It's Goldberry. 1 second. I think I just got a message. Nope. Alright.
Both the shadows in your eyes and the murmur of the river tell me dark tidings have brought you here.
Welcome. You must be a friend to young Henbrin to have found me thus. I am Goldberry, and both the shadows in your eyes and the murmur of the river tell me dark tidings have brought you here. You explain your search for Lulith and for a way to put the unquiet dead back to rest. Glad I am to hear that you are challenging the Grey Fear, though my heart knows sorrow once more too to hear dear Lulith's name spoken. I spoke with her indeed long ago and very near this same spot. She came to me for aid as you yourself now do. I gave her what protections I could, and I hold hope that they provided an advantage in her final hours. For, though she vanished, so too did the deed trickle back into their barrows. Dead. Why did I say deed? Dead trickled back into their barrows. To you I will give the same boon, but you must follow in her footsteps to procure it. Deep in the forest, behind the tangled webs of the deadly weavers, grow dust blossoms, the scent of which bolsters the heart against dread. Bring me 5 blooms from the ruins at the center of the forest, that you may to go to battle with your heart girded. Okay, so let's see where we got to go to get this. Let me get this out of the way here. Up in this area. If I remember this correctly, you have to find a way up into the top of this hill area. It's been quite a while since I've done this quest line. Here we are, the netting glade. Yeah, it was one of the places we needed to discover, wasn't it? Yeah, I think so. Alright, cool. That we needed to explore, I mean to say. Alright, that's all 5 of them. We go back down to Goldberry. Take a look here. We have a number of people online. More officers than not. Everybody's an officer these days. I swear we got more people than officers. It's just that's all it's on online right now. And all those officers earned the right to be officers. Where's she at?
Welcome back. Oh dear, you have some webbing in your hair.
You have found the dust blossoms. Wonderful. Now then, place the blooms in the water here and be sure to stay close by.
Go with cheer and walk more lightly, for day will always follow night. May this small thing help you do great deeds.
Alright, we're supposed to return to Rangar, which is over here, which is odd because I'm pretty sure she's going to send us back over here to go to Sarkvon or something it's called. But the good news is that is where we set our milestone, so we can just call over there and talk to her.
Your return. I was growing worried you were gone for so long.
You tell her what you discovered. The woman you met sounds fascinating. And Sarkvon? I have heard the name, but have never been. It was a haunted place, even before the rest of Cardolan's dead stirred again.
I still cannot believe you found so much evidence of Guido's final hours.
You even worked with someone who had spoken directly to her. This is astonishing. Everything you have accomplished in such a short time is more than I have been able to do in my many years of research. We are so close. We now know where Lilith went to fight the Grey Fear. I suspect this creature was not defeated as was thought. They may even be in Sarkvon now. I hesitate to ask you to go, but no, you have proven yourself over and again. I believe you can follow in the footsteps of Lilith, and in so doing, perhaps we can put the dead to rest, as she once did, this time for good. Do not know the way to Sarkvon, but I know one who might. I have been speaking with the ranger, Gorwin. Ask her if she knows the path to that unholy place.
You have reason to believe the Grey Fear truly dwells within Sarkvon? It is worse than I feared.
I have not given thought to that terrible place since I was a young girl. It was spoken of as almost a myth among my kin, a tale to steal the hearts of children should the dead ever again crawl from the barrows of Gorthad. I know the way to Sarkvon, Lorandon, but it is treacherous. It is to the west of here, built into a hill of black stone. If you spy an old wooden bridge crossing a chasm before a waterfall, you have found the way. If you seek to defeat the Grey Fear, meet me there, my friend. Yeah, I know where it's at. It's back over there where we were just at. It's kind of annoying.
Know what you may find in Sarkvon.
But I wonder if I could ask you to look for any clues that my mother may have gone that way. I suspect that, like us, she was following in Lilith's footsteps. I do not know what you might find, but anything at all would be of interest to me. I am returning to Herne. The stew must need stirring by now. You carry much hope with you, and I will keep hope in my heart that I will see you again. Okay, so we gotta go back. Oh, it's not as far. It's just right there. For some reason, I thought it was. Anyway, we gotta go right over here. So, that one. Secrets of Sarkvon and the Doom of Sarkvon. Two different spots in the same area. Same-ish kind of area. If we need to snooze that. We almost got an ad there. I think if I do a 1-minute ad, it will give me a long time. A 1 minute 30-second ad. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm going so I can go use the restroom and refill my water. I'm gonna run a long ad, and then when I come back, we should have a good amount of time that we can go without an advertisement forcing its way in. So I'll be right back, everybody. Thank you for hanging in there. Alright everybody, I am back. Alright, so it looks like we got 33 minutes until the next advertisement is forced upon us in Twitch. Alright, I missed saying goodnight to one of the kin members because I was using the restroom and they said goodnight everybody, then they come back and they're gone. I always hate that. I always like to say goodnight to everybody. I think this is close to the spot. You have to go down to it. Don't think so. That is Secret Zone of the Doom. Okay, we need to go to this spot first, I think, which is over here. Maybe let me check something. If that's a sheer cliff, then I don't think that's the right spot. I do not think that's the right spot. I think you go around to the other side. We're going to try that at least before we fall down off of there, because once you do that, you gotta go all the way around to get back up to that sheer cliff. And we don't want to have to do that. And we just ran into some foliage that made it to where we couldn't see anything. Where am I at? There I am. I feel like I'm going about this the wrong way. Oh my god, come on. Yeah, I don't think this is right. Do we have to go out and around? Maybe. Well, I would if I could get out there, but now I'm stuck down here. Oh, this is annoying. Yep, now we got a wall of trees. And an invisible wall. And that looks like a trap there. If I go down that, I won't be able to get back up. I'll have to call out. And now we're in southern Andreth. I really feel like this is the right way, even though it seems wrong. There we are. I think we're on the right track now. Mustering horn. Oh, okay. Here we are. Whoops. Sark Barn, we got that discovery. Oh, that's nice. Deed completed. And what deed is that? It would be nice if this would have popped up with the exact deed I completed. This was a reputation one. Okay. So that is over here. Let's go this way. There we are. The Great Arch of Blackstone, and she appears uneasy.
In all my years, I have never dared to stray any closer to Swanfleet.
But if this is where the Grey Fear dwells, it is where we must go. There is no other choice, lest we allow this evil to spread through all of Cardolan, perhaps even all of Eriador. If this is truly the work of Angmar, then my vengeance is twice earned. Cardolan has suffered enough loss, and we cannot allow the Grey Fear to bring it into ruin once more. If Lola's quest led her, to these ancient grounds, perhaps we can find some sign of her passing in Sarkvarn, or some tool to aid us to overcome the Grey Fear. Even the most insignificant thing may prove a great boon. Let us go, Lorandon. If we wait any longer, I fear my courage will fail me. You need to talk to a little south. Yep, I did. But I found her now. So now... I gotta check something over here. Why is it showing this over here when I'm certain it's the thing behind me? Because this was the way I was supposed to come, wasn't it? You gotta be kidding me. Yep. We were supposed to come across that bridge. Because we were supposed to come from over here, not... Oh, for crying out loud. Alright. There was a necklace on the skeleton. Bring the necklace to the ring. Okay. I'm going to hope and pray that we don't have to go talk to her, then come back and do the instance, because that's going to piss me off if they designed it that way. But for right now, we're going to go inside this instance. Where did it go to? There it is. There it is. Alright. Says enter Sarkvarn for some sign of Lilith. Alright. So Sarkvarn, we are not going to do that at 150. We're going to do that at the lowest level it'll let us do. Let's try 30. So it'll be super duper insanely easy. Because we just want to get through the story. We want to get credit for this.
Before the fall of Cardolan, in the aftermath of the war with Angmar and the great plague that followed, countless dead were laid to rest in mass burials among the stones of a ruined temple of the Edain. Its name was forgotten. It came to be known as Sarkvarn, the Black Grave. And through centuries of abandonment, none save the most unwary or foolhardy ever dared approach it. But now, the Witch King of Angmar has returned to rouse the Barrow Whites from their slumber and summon forth an ancient evil thought banished long ago, the Grey Fear.
Alright. So, let me get this back to the right spot. Here we are. Let's do the summoning horn, which I think will bring our NPC up. There she is. Explore Sarkvarn and search for Hithringor, the Grey Fear. Let's do it. Nope, that's going to take us back to the summoning horn. We don't want to do that. Let's go this way. Shing shing, baby. Hail to the king. Oh, well, hello there. Where are you at? There you go. There's your sign. Have a nice day. Can't remember where you go. Oh, excuse me. Man, that came on fast. Alright, gotta figure out where it is you go. Oh, up the staircase. Alright. Oh wow. Excuse me. I missed you. Oh, what was that I got back there? Does it look good? Just looks like a bow. I remember this area. Wrong keys. Yeah, I remember this now. To your horror, you have found Lilith, but her remains have been something that went away before I could read it. Basically, they've brought her back as a bad guy. So, let's defeat her now.
You are brave to have made it this far. But Sarkvorn will not be a part of your story. It will be the end.
I doubt that very much.
Freedom. Finally.
Sorrow lies heavy upon this land.
Alas, for Lilith. I cannot say for certain, but I think she collapsed these tunnels herself, almost as if to trap the grey fear within Sarkvorn. And poor Asthorin. So loyal was he that even then he did not abandon Lilith. From her wounds I suspect that she was killed when the tunnels collapsed. That is my hope at least, for it would be a preferable fate to any other she might have found in Sarkvorn. Better that than to be tormented by the grey fear until she died of starvation or met some other sorrowful end. But her remains do not appear to have decayed as any others would, and that knowledge brings many unpleasant thoughts to my mind. Either Sarkvorn was so well sealed when its tunnels collapsed that she was preserved, or the grey fear took hold of her remains in the same manner as those of Prince Amundir. So many were the horrors visited upon her family, it can scarcely be believed. We must put an end to the grey fear, my friend, once and for all. Let's see what we get over here. If I can get it to actually click. There it goes. Balanced Mace of the Black Grave. Does it look cool? It's a negative Ghost Rider. But for a level 30, it's not bad. Alright, moving on. Prince Amundir in the darkest depths of Sarkvorn, you discover something. My God, I hate that.
At last you arrive. See you now the fate that awaits those who defy me.
Hold my L. Your eyes are kind of glowing there. You may have an issue.
Ordainer, but no longer. I forsake my master of old, he who abandoned me to the enemy. He who left me broken and without form. In his kindness, the Witch King of Angmar has granted me his power. For too long I slumbered, all but forgotten by the men of Cardolan. In time they will all remember me, and the tales of old shall strike fear into their hearts.
You're not going to finish the stain? Alright.
And there, I will sit in judgment evermore. The kingdom of the dead awaits you.
No, I don't think so.
Enough! You shall be mine!
No, I won't.
Rise! summon me! No!
Let's check the chest. Curious Broken Grave Gift. It's a pocket item. Not bad critical rating there.
Our resolve must not falter.
Is the Great Fear truly gone? Is it banished from Cardolan evermore? If the stories of old speak true, the Great Fear may yet return with the passing of the years. Perhaps all we can do is remain vigilant and pray that it never returns, neither in the guise of Prince Amandir nor any other. Nay, I must believe that it is gone, Lorendan. We have won this victory for Cardolan, for Meneldir. As Gorwyn speaks, a sound echoes through the halls of Sarkvan. Did you hear that, my friend? It sounds like it came from the chamber where we discovered Lilith. I don't know about you, but I will not leave this place while the dead still roam its halls. Let us find out what made that sound.
Our resolve must not falter.
That's weird that it keeps letting me... Huh? It says talk to her. Let me try
Our
it again.
resolve must not falter.
Is it broken? Okay, now it's going on. That was really bizarre. Alright. Not sure what happened there. It kept saying the exact same thing over and over and forcing me to talk to her over and over. Maybe the server lagged. I have no idea why it did that. Hey, it's Goldberry. I also noticed that I no longer have the right mouse icon when I cursor over people. Something is truly weird. There it goes. Now it's doing it.
What a joy it is to see you well, dear friend.
You have triumphed over the Grey Fear, have you not? If you had not, I do not believe I would have found my way into this old barrow unhindered. Indeed, the shadow upon this place is lifted, but one matter remains unfinished.
When you and I spoke of Luiloth, an old memory came to my mind. Long ago, when Luiloth came to me seeking counsel against the Grey Fear, she wore a brooch set with blue stones upon her breast. And this very day, by some curiosity of fate, my Tom brought me a gift, a brooch from Othrongwall, the Great Barrow. I could scarcely believe it, but it was no other. How it found its way into the Great Barrow is not known to me, but perhaps Luiloth sought there some other defense against the Grey Fear. But now the Grey Fear is no more, cast back to the halls of the Ordena, and so I have come to return the brooch to its rightful owner. Rest well, dear Luiloth.
Luiloth. I keep calling her the wrong thing.
It is over, my friend. May Meneldir and so many others at last find peace. Blue was always fond.
What? She's still talking over there. Anyway. Is that the river daughter of whom you spoke? Even in so dark a place, I feel a lightness upon my heart in her presence. But, truth be told, I do not wish to remain here any longer than we must. The Grey Fear is no more, but that does not erase the hurts he has brought upon us or any of the peoples of Cardolan. I trust Riengar will wish to hear of this. I will escort you to Herne, but I am afraid our paths must diverge after we arrive. I am a Dunedain, after all, and my duty is to my kin. Far too many troubles have come to Cardolan of late, and it shall be our task to set them right. Nevertheless, I cannot thank you enough for what you have done for us, and for Meneldir. Note, you will exit Sarkvarn, the Black Grave, and swiftly travel to Herne when you advance this quest. I like that. When you click this button. Okay, let's check to see here. That's just the encounter travel. We don't need that. We need to find where she's at, which is right close to us here, it seems like. Where the... Oh, it's over here. Where are we at? We're right there. Is she inside here? I think she might be. There she is.
The Grey Fear is no more?
The tale you bring chills me to my very bones. I knew things were dire, but never did I imagine such a creature with so much history. You not only saved my homeland, you also found justice for Luelith, I can't say that, and her family. May this unholy cycle of grief be ended. So we get an armor piece, and I want to, yeah, that's pretty cool. I wanted to see what each of these looked like. Why is that messing up now? There we are. The sword is blocking it. Okay. That's pretty cool as well. What about the heavy one? Okay, I'm certain I have this heavy one in my wardrobe, so I want to take one of the other ones. This one looks pretty good. Can I take the swords off right for a while? It still shows the swords. It's pretty cool. I want to try dyeing it. We'll go with black. Okay, so it dyes the accent colors. Still looks pretty cool. Let's get the cloth ones. I'm probably going to take because it's got a very unique look to it. I want to change its color to see what it does. Yeah. That's pretty darn cool. That's the one we're going to take. Alright, so now let's put our weapons back on. And we want to take this and put it in the wardrobe, assuming I still have a slot open. Yep, I have a slot. We'll put that in. Perfect. And what was the stats on that? It's bound to me, so it's worthless. And let's right-click on her.
Oh.
You tell her of the skeleton you found near Sarkvarn. But this was my mother's necklace. She is silent for a time, her hand closing around the tarnished necklace, then she looks up at you with a sad smile. Thank you. I suppose knowing what happened means that I can close the door to my heart that I left open, hoping she would one day return. I think I always knew, though, that she would not. We're going to get a statue. So we have another housing idol. And she's got another quest.
What you have found at Sarkvarn brought me no joy, but it did provide some peace.
Please tell my father what you found there as well. He deserves to know that she did not abandon us on purpose. Father is sitting by the door. He apparently helped himself to the stew while we were gone, as there is none left. She chuckles softly, shaking her head.
You again, eh? What mischief have you and my daughter been up to?
You tell him of Sarkvarn, Luelith, and the Grey Fear. Then you tell him of the weathered skeleton. He is silent for a very long time. Her necklace? So, she did not leave us after all. It was an accident? He sighs deeply. You and Riengar did all of that, and you helped to cook my favorite stew as well. I am afraid that I have been unkind to you, champion. For so many years, anger has been the only thing I have known, but today you brought hope. You and Riengar have shown that history is important, but that dwelling on the past is not what is needed. Using what we learn from our history here in the present is what is important. That and the people we have. Luelith lost her life to avenge her family and keep Cardolan safe, as did my wife. You and my daughter followed in their footsteps and yet surpassed what they were able to do. Riengar was never chasing some silly dream, nor was her mother. They both knew there was danger, and they took action to meet it. I am sorry and grateful. You will always be welcome here in Hern and in our home. I thank you. Hold it. Was that it? Wasn't there continuation on that? Okay. Hold on. Where's that at? The ciphered scroll. Let me go back from that. We were trying to get Scroll of Lilith. Yeah, so we got credit for it. Scroll of Lilith right there. Woo! Okay, so we have finally finished that one. We've still got a lot to do here in this particular area, but we have finished that part at least. That was really cool. We got something we need to turn in, this claw over. Where do you turn that in at? There. Oh, I see where they're wanting me to take that. I'm gonna go ahead and go out here and take the mount over there and turn that in. That was really cool though. Which one is that? Karanost.
Hello there.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, yeah.
Might I aid you?
Greetings, traveler. What are those? Garion inspects Krugall's claws closely, almost giving them a sort of reverence. He takes caution not to cut himself on the sharp claws before setting them down. I have heard tales of these creatures, the Loth Bears. When I was a boy, I was told they prowled the lands of Rohan after nightfall, clothed in shadow and feasting upon the young. These claws are quite a find, though part of me wishes you had never crossed paths with that creature. Although I am no weaponsmith, I'd wager these claws could be fashioned into a deadly tool. I shall have to see what the others make of them. You have my thanks. So what was that? Oh, crap. So that's another one that I haven't even begun. I did one. There's going to be a lot more of those to do. Yikes. Okay, so there's still lots to do here in Swanfleet. We finished Cardolan, but not Swanfleet. And if we look here, we're now at 46%. Unfortunately, it would be a lot higher if they didn't include the Delvings, but unfortunately that is there. And I said unfortunately a lot. There's a lot of unfortunate going on in that story. Yeah, the Trophy Hunter of Cardolan, Treasure of Cardolan, Perils of Cardolan, Ravaging of Cardolan. We got 2 more spots on that one left. And Explorer of Cardolan, we got 3 spots. So there's still quite a bit to do, but even when we get all that finished, it will not say 100% because it's got Delvings included in the tracker. Yeah. So that's going to be it for this one. We'll have another part to this. There'll be a part 2. And considering how many of those trophies we got, I bet you there'll be a part 3 and possibly a part 4 to this particular series of Swanfleet and Cardolan Deeds. Then we can head over to North Downs after that. And you can see North Downs is so close to finished. It needs roving threats and treasures. That's all it needs. Then we got the biggies. We got a lot of these that are like nothing done on them. Forge Trail's 0%. Misty Mountains is 4%. Because I don't like doing Goblin Town. God, I hate Goblin Town. Dunlin is so flippin' close as well. What is that one got left? The Gatekeepers. Oh, yeah. I could probably knock that off pretty quickly, honestly. Yep. So we currently, for this particular page, Eriador, we're sitting at 59% of the deeds completed. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. When you look, Rovanian is at 57%. I did quite a bit across Rovanian on this particular character. Gondor, lot to do. 44%. Mordor is one of my worst. 21%. I was just working my way through the epic story and didn't do a whole lot of anything else there. There was a ton of lag in the Mordor area. It's a really cool expansion, but I didn't spend enough time there because I was trying to deal with the laggy areas and wanting to move on the story. Herodwaith, I have done a ton, a absolute ton. I finished Legacy of Morgoth, which is the last 4. This one here is just a hidden deed I haven't finished yet. Then these top 3 are part of Corsairs of Umbar. So yeah, Herodwaith is my closest to being 100% for the whole area. Alright, and if you look for the whole game itself, as of today, 39% deeds are completed. I'm curious, this shows all my people, right? Where is Lorundor at? Lorundor, where's he at? There it is, Lorundor. 10% is all he's got. Oh, man. That's who I probably took through Forge Hell. Yeah, it's 74%. That's my lore master. Larossi was one of my mains at the beginning. Oh, I probably didn't have Deed Tracker when I was playing him. Because I'm looking at this going, hold it. There's like 0% of anything. Yeah, I didn't have Deed Tracker installed when I was playing him, apparently. And I can't remember what the name of my hunter is, because I did a ton on him. And then I stopped playing him. Lorendon, it's 2 R's right there. So we're back to our current guy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hope y'all had a fantastic time hanging out with me here on Friday the 19th of September 2025. I had a blast, as always. It's always fun playing games and hanging out and streaming for all of you over on youtube.com/Ferone1. Please go over there and hit the subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I would greatly appreciate it. Head over to Ferone.com. The link is right over there. You can see it on the screen. Go to Ferone.com. You'll find the links to all of my channels. I have multiple channels. I have Ferone1 is my main channel. I have Ferone Plays Console Games. Pretty obvious what that is. And I have Ferone Plays Slots. That's my slot machine channel where you can go see me waste my money so you don't have to. And if you're looking for a kinship on the Peregrine server, I run the Lorebound Walkers. So you can go to Ferone.com, find the link to our Discord server, go to the Introductions channel, introduce yourself. Be sure to read the rules. It's important. And that's in the Rules channel. And see if you're a good fit, chat with us and all that kind of stuff. And it just went to an ad. Literally went to an ad as I was finishing up. At any rate. So Twitch people are watching an ad right now. Okay, at any rate, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night, day, morning, night, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is From the Gnome, and I'm signing off. Hey, Twitch people, y'all can't hear me, but I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.